How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the greatest free-to-play account and greatest free-to-play guild of all time. The People's Guild, for the people, by the people, all about the people. And that's you guys. And I let you guys vote on what our roster was going to be farming. And you did, unfortunately. And everyone on stream last night decided that our farming plan is going to be a Leviathan rush. I don't know how that's going to work. But we took some time on stream last night. We tried to figure it out and incorporate everyone's feedback. And this is what we came up with. So let's hop right into it. Let me show you guys what we're working with. Basically, the plan is we're going to go from JML into Leviathan. For those of you that don't know, Leviathan requires 2 conquest units, the Fury class Interceptor and Darth Malgus, the pilot for that ship. So in order to get both of those, we need 4 million GP. Well, just farming the other requirements, Revan, Malak, all that, it's not going to get us to 4 million GP. Also, we're not going to be able to clear the event that we need to when we get to Proving Grounds. So, we figured out a solution, sort of. It's not a great one, but this is what we're going with. So, we are going to be doing JML into Leviathan. I know, it sounds crazy. And it definitely is. This is a 3-year farming plan. Almost guaranteed. The problem with farming JML is that we need Rey, Jedi Chaining. We need Jedi Knight Luke. We need Chewbacca. We need C-3PO. And R2. These are all journey guide characters that we have to go do. So, even though I have all of my Leviathan Rex laid out, and it doesn't look that bad. There's only 9 things here. And all of my JML Rex, and there's not that many here. Well, we also have our Jedi Knight Luke Rex, just some relic levels and all of these guys. And then we have our indirect requirements. Well, in order to get Malak for Leviathan, you also have to get Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan. So, we have to get all of these characters. We also have to get Chewbacca, so we got to get a bounty hunter team to get Chewbacca. We also have to get BB-8, so we need a first order team to get BB-8. We need BB-8 so that way we can get Jedi Training Rey. And we got to get an Ewok team so we can get C-3PO. This tab alone will take me a year to get through. Just these journey guides, I feel like will take me a year to get through on this account. People don't care. That's what the people want. And you know me, I'm a man of the people. I will do whatever the people insist on. This isn't all. This is not the biggest or even only hurdle. Not the only or nor the biggest hurdle that we have. We got ships. We have ships we got to go farm. So we need these ships for Leviathan. The only one that's really bad is the Fury class Interceptor. The rest of these, Cantina, Cantina, Fleet, and Cantina. So really not terrible. I mean, it's going to take a while, but not the worst thing ever as far as the other ships. Then we have Jedi Master Luke and Jedi Knight Luke. Another fleet, not terrible. Galactic War for Wedge's X-Wing, so not bad. Then Han, we got to go farm. Hard node, fleet node, and then I just put Razor Crest on here because I want to keep farming Razor Crest. I was originally farming Executor, so at least I kind of started on some of these. But chat didn't care that I had made progress towards that. We decided we're going to completely scrap all that and move somewhere totally different. And I am all about it. I'm happy to be here. So, what does our plan actually look like? What are we going to be farming day to day? What are we going to be moving through? Well, that's what I built out here. So, we have 15 hard node characters we need to go and get. You should have seen all of them there. The ones that maybe you aren't recognizing, 8th Brother and Droideka, these are just the hard nodes for IG-2000 and Xandu Blood. So that's all. The only reason these are here. These are all of the hard node characters we need to get. So we're trying to work through it in this order. We can really only get through, usually around like Mando is probably where I'm going to end up ending for the day. I might be able to get to Grief and maybe Mon Mothma, but there's no way I get through 15 hard nodes in a single day. But we're basically not farming gear right now. We're just going to hard commit to shard farming until all of these characters are 7 stars. And then once I finish some of them, then other ones will move up. And once I finished a lot of them, then we can start farming some gear. What else are we farming? Well, we have 12 Cantina characters we got to farm, not including ships. So we're starting with crew. I'm going to get the Zeta event. I'm at level 80 right now on this account. We're going to get the Zeta event pretty soon. I want to have another dark side ship to be able to throw at that. So crew seems to make the most sense. We get a ship and we get him from Cantina, as well as I need a first order team in order to get BB-8. So crew seems like a good pick. Plus, he's just a good plug and play tank, even if I'm not using him in the first order lineup. T3, we're getting Jedi Knight Revan first over Darth Revan, so we're going to try to prioritize T3. We're going to need to pick up Shorty at some point. Since we're picking up T3, we're getting... what was my Shorty idea? With Shorty, we're picking up her because we're getting IG-11 from farming Grief on the hard node. We're getting BB-8, we're getting T3, and we're getting Lobot from farming Lando. So we're actually going to have a nice little Shorty team, I think, early on. So we put Shorty a little higher just because we want to start picking that up sooner rather than later. Helping GAC with an extra team, a team that not a lot of people know how to play against. So I think it'll be a really solid team to pick up early, and we got to pick her up for Leviathan anyways. Lando is Lobot as well, so that's why we're picking up Lando there. Karth is for Darth Revan. Candace is for Darth Revan, so by this point, we're hoping to be moving towards Darth Revan. These are the rest of my Sith Empire, pairing with Darth Revan in a team. Could also go under a Palpatine lead or a Maul lead or something like that too. So that's why these guys are here. Then we can start really focusing on that Jedi Training Rey event and getting her. And then Captain Han Solo, he's really only a requirement for Jedi Master Luke. And so, or Jedi Knight Luke, I should say. And so by that point, he's kind of lower priority compared to the rest of the characters that are above him. Mark 1 raid tokens, we got to pick up Han. Han's just really solid, and my CLS team should be coming up here shortly, so want to pick him up early. Logray and Poplu, these are my C-3PO requirements, again, into the CLS team. And then Darth Maul really is only farmable in fleets and then in with Mark 1 raid tokens, so that's why I'm throwing him here. I'll probably end up throwing some of these Cantina characters into the raid token category as we get closer and as we start producing more raid tokens. But with us doing the free-to-play guild where every single person is free-to-play, started from scratch, all low levels, most of us aren't even level 85 yet, our raid tokens are not very high right now. It's going to take a while before we even clear the Sith raid and get our raid tokens up. So before I start really committing to saying, oh, I'm going to farm all these characters with Mark 1 raid tokens, I want to make sure I actually have those tokens to farm them. So it may end up being that, like Finn, for example, I know he could be farmed with raid tokens, but I probably will end up farming him from Cantina because we just don't have the raid token income, per se, to do that. With that being said, moving on to Mark II raid tokens, I got to get Wampa, Hermit Yoda, and Rolo. This could be the thing that stops me from doing this plan in the first place. Our raid income is really low. Getting Mark II raid, we aren't getting Mark II raid tokens at the moment. I'm only getting Wampa shards from Get Currency. So we'll see what happens here. This could take forever, but hopefully we'll eventually start getting to the point where we're doing Speeder Bike and getting those Mark II raid tokens and able to farm these characters with that. Squad Arena, I just got to pick up HK. That's pretty simple. Cantina, I need to pick up First Order Officer just because he's one of the easiest First Order characters to pick up. Cad Bane, need for Xanadu Blood. Captain Phasma, another First Order character. And then Biggs, a requirement for Jedi Master Luke. Jedi Master Luke, not Jedi Knight Luke. So that's the general idea of what we're going to be farming. Then our gearing priorities. Right now we're really focusing on Vader, Bosk, and Boba. We're trying to get our ships better, higher in Fleet Arena we can get, the better rewards we get, more Zetas we can get, all that good stuff will help with Grand Arena once we unlock Grand Arena. And just having strong fleets is another thing that helps Grand Arena. So Crew is another high priority that I think we need to start gearing up. Again, he has a ship, plus he's just a great plug-and-play tank. And then we'll kind of move into Mando, Grief, and Jango to finish out the Bounty Hunter team. So that's the general plan of what we're doing right now. We hit level 80 today, so we should be in 85. I think in about a month or less than a month, we should hit 85. It usually takes about three or 4 days to level up per day. So I don't know, maybe that's even 3 weeks or so we'll be level 85. So, hey, I know this plan is crazy. I know it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but this is what the people voted on. And if you want to continue to vote and have impact on what I am doing on my roster, not just on this account, but maybe on others in the future, subscribe, like, follow along. If you guys want to support the channel more than that, we have a Discord, first link in the description. You can get notified whenever I go live. Right below that is the link to the Patreon. If you guys want to support the channel even further, then great. If not, no pressure. I love you guys. Hope you guys are all having a great weekend. Take care and peace.